Consider what you or I might be drawn to on any given day at the Frick collection. Maybe it's a gilded beard, or a velvet sleeve, a trendsetter, a love triangle, a mysterious exchange, sheer virtuosity, a well-turned curve, or a white daub of paint that brings a 400-year-old artist back to life. Maybe what you see reminds you of a friend, or a place you've been, or a book you've read, or a show you've binged. Maybe it jogs a memory or fills you with a sense of delight, desire, power, wonder, bemusement, or calm. Maybe you need a moment to sit and think and escape somewhere peaceful, somewhere with a view. Whether it's your first visit or your 50th, this is what the Frick collection is for slowing down, following your eye, and getting closer to objects of beauty and awe that are always right here, waiting for us behind these historic doors. Welcome to the Frick. The Frick collection is a singular New York City experience, a storied trove of art and decorative objects housed in a meticulously restored Gilded Age mansion overlooking Central Park. It's a place where the art, the architecture, the furniture, and the finishings all fit together in exquisite harmony. It's a place of intimacy and of splendor, and it transports you to eras past with remarkable works from Renaissance Italy, 17th century Netherlands, 18th century France, and through the mansion itself, an icon of early 20th century New York. The Frick collection and mansion originated with Helen Clay Frick, one of the wealthiest men of the late 19th century, who amassed his fortune in coke and steel in Pittsburgh. Frick's legacy as an industrialist and notorious robber baron is complicated, to say the least. He was once even dubbed the most hated man in America. Yet in his passion and exacting standards for collecting art, a parallel legacy emerged. Frick trained his eye over many trips to Europe. He gravitated toward old master paintings, dramatic portraiture, noble provenance, and serene landscapes. He acquired things that moved him, possessed him even. He bought things he wanted to see, to live with, and maybe even commune with every day. To accommodate his growing collection and his family after their move to New York, he built the Fifth Avenue mansion that still houses the museum today. He hired architect Thomas Hastings, whose firm had also designed the New York Public Library. From the beginning, Frick envisioned converting the mansion into a public museum for, as he put it, the use and benefit of all persons whomsoever. He died in 1919, having only lived here for 5 years. After his wife Adelaide passed away, the building began its transformation for its public debut. This included converting the mansion's driveway into the iconic garden court and the addition of the renowned Frick Art Research Library, a passion project for Frick's daughter, Helen Clay Frick, that cemented the institution as a center for scholarship. The Frick opened to much fanfare in 1935. The public swooned. The New York Times called it more than a museum, an addition to the home of every person who becomes intimately acquainted with what it holds of beauty, away from all the ugliness of the world. Prized masterworks shone brightly then, and still do in the opulent interiors. Rembrandt's glow, Turner's glimmer. Of only 3 dozen known Vermeers in all the world, the Frick has 3. The museum's art collection has more than doubled in size since its opening, starting with the influence of Helen Clay Frick's tastes, from iconic 19th century French portraiture to her prescient eye for early Renaissance gold-ground paintings from Italy. The Frick building itself has continued to evolve since 1935, adding a stately reception hall, its beloved 70th Street garden, and most recently, new spaces for education, circulation, concerts, and events. After a major renovation completed in spring 2025, the museum's second floor opened to the public for the very first time. Its former Frick family living quarters reimagined as intimate spaces to encounter even more of the museum's illustrious works. from smaller-scale paintings to portrait medals, ceramics, and timepieces, to the Boucher Room, reinstalled in its original setting in Mrs. Frick's boudoir. Save for some updated amenities, what happens in these galleries today is what has always happened in these galleries, and what visitors have always loved about the Frick. The Frick tells many stories at once. It's an accumulation of masterpieces, linked by taste and quality, displayed in a jewel box building, and open to a broad and adoring public, who bring with them connections and interpretations of their own. All of which is why the Frick has inspired generations of artists, writers, travelers, and New Yorkers alike, and hey, even comedians, for nearly a century. And why the Frick invites you to find out for yourself. You'll never know what new inspiration you'll discover here.